Hey everybody, welcome back to the episode. On this week, we're going to be tying a buck bug. Very effective wet fly for Atlantic salmon, and it'll actually take a good number of brook trout as well. So stay tuned, this one's going to be a good tie. Hey folks, and welcome back to another episode of Fly Tyers Fridays. This week we're going to be tying a buck bug. Very effective fly in any salmon water, basically in North America. So we're going to be tying it on the 9671 Mustad. As you can see here, I already got one in the vise. We're going to start with Uni 6/0 just because it's way easier to spin deer hair with 6/0. I mean, you can do it with 8/0, but just tends to work a little better. So we'll get started here. This is going to be a wet fly, not a dry fly. I'm going to actually come back here a little bit and show you a little trick I use. Sometimes when you use black thread, you'll get your thread to bleed through whatever it is that you're using for a tag or whatnot. And we're using some light colors here, so I'm going to put silver down underneath for a base. It's also going to be the tag end of the fly itself. This is going to be a double butt, so I'm going to put my base with my silver tinsel a little bit bigger than normal. Now we're going to come in with some chartreuse wool. Some people will use stretch nylon. Some people will use floss. So I'm going to put down the chartreuse as a double base. You'll see here I'm going to go over the chartreuse with Chinese red also. Snip that off. So again, this is a very effective fly anywhere. You can tie it in a multitude of colors. This one I'm going to actually do in chocolate brown just because it's actually one of my favorites, especially on a dark, dreary day, which is always the best time to fish for Atlantic salmon, in my opinion. So there we got our double base, or double butts, I should say. Now we're going to spin some deer here. As I've shown in other videos on how to tie a bomber and the Tom's thumb, you want to get out all that under fur. Makes a bit of a mess getting it all out, but it's necessary. Makes it easier to spin. You want to use roughly about a clump of hair about the size of a pencil. Now you want to put your fingers at the back here to keep it from pushing all the way back. You push back, and I twist the same way as I'm spinning. And then put a little dam in front to keep it in place. And then you just continue the same process. Get out your under fur. And instead of going full lengths, I usually snip mine off. Snip off the tips. This makes it easier when it comes time to trim. Makes it easier to spin. A lot of times this fly will skim just below the surface, which is kind of similar to skating a dry fly. And that will give you some amazing aggressive takes. If you get a really horny Atlantic salmon, this should be our last clump we need. I'll just throw a couple half hitches in there to hold it. Fluff that up so it's nice and easy to trim. We got no tail to worry about, so we'll just come in here. I like trimming these fairly skinny body. It's a little cigar shape on both ends. And remember, when trimming deer hair, you can always take more off, but you can't put it back on. So if you have to go back over it, clean it up to the way you like it, so be it. As you can see, evenly trimmed both ends. We'll stick that back in the vise. And then we're going to use furnace brown hackle. This is my favorite brown. Some people like using a dyed fiery brown, but this is my preference because I like the contrast between the brown and the black. And the back side, as you can see, the front's brown, the back is kind of like a cream, and it gives an iridescent look in the sun. So we got that ready. We will tie in our thread, wiggle that down, save your tag end of your thread because we're going to run that back up to make it structurally sound. And then you just bring your thread up through. Very, very simple fly to tie, especially if you're decent at spinning deer hair. And you can tie these in green, natural brown, chocolate, orange, white, a multitude of colors. I'll just put one more wrap on the front here, kind of like a collar. Secure that down. And we're going to bring our thread back up through. And you want to wiggle this as you come up through so it goes in between all those hackle fibers and gets down in between your deer hair so it doesn't squish a bunch of it down and make a odd looking spot. Just wiggle this back up through. Secure it off. This little tag end of your hackle you just pull out. Build your head nice. Grab your whip finisher. And this fly is finished. So as you can see, very simple pattern to tie, very effective, and your box should definitely have a few of these in it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you like this video, be sure to click like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below on any flies that you want to see me tie on the channel. Cheers.